Hi, this is Richard C. I'm a math tutor here at Wyzant, answering a question submitted by a student. This question happens to be a classic when you're first getting started in exponential growth or decay, and the general form of the function is f of x equals a. Oops, having trouble with my stylus again. Apologies. A b to the x power. Now, usually the question doesn't put any restrictions on b, but typically we would say if this is the base b and a is the starting value, the graph looks like, if this was time, the graph would look like this for exponential growth, like that. And this would be 0, a. You can see when the x is 0, usually the x value in these problems has to do with time. So the x, when x is 0, y is a. You can see that from the equation. And so usually we call a the starting value, and then b is called the base, and usually the restriction is that b is going to be positive. So if b is between 0 and 1, we're going to get decay. This is growth. This would be b bigger than 1, you get growth. And if b is between 0 and 1, you're going to get a decay curve like that. So it's 0 less than b less than 1. So that's decay. They're not putting anything on here, but we're going to need to assume something. You'll see that in a second. And so we're going to assume that b is bigger than 1. Well, b is bigger than 0. Put these together, and b is always positive. Okay, and that doesn't look like a 1, but that's supposed to be a 1. Okay, so now we just take this 0, 12, and we plug that in. So 12 is going to be equal to a b to the 0. Sorry, I don't know why the stylus is acting up. B to the 0 is 1, so a is 12. So now we can write the function as f of x, that's better, equals 12 b to the x, because we know as a is 1. Now we can use this other value, 2, 108. We'll plug that in. We'll get 108 equals 12 b to the 2. Divide both sides by 12. And 108 over 12 is 9. Yep. So that's 9 equals b squared. So b would be plus or minus 3. But we're putting a restriction on b. This is a classic restriction. I'm assuming that the teacher here would apply that restriction. It's just not stated. And so a would be 12 and b would be 3. And this is exponential growth because b is bigger than 1. Okay, so those are the graphs, and that's the function. So it's relatively straightforward, but it's a classic question. This is the kind of question that you will see as you're just starting to learn about exponential functions. Exponential functions are extremely useful, mostly in biology, and we're using them every day ever since the pandemic started with COVID-19. We've been using Mathematicians have been using these functions all the time to try to predict what's going on with the virus. Okay, so that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.